Hi everybody, it's me, Greg Mannarino. How are you today? It is Friday, August 15th, 2014. All right, people. The story is this. Apparently, this Russian convoy of trucks that was making its way into the Ukraine, carrying humanitarian aid, whatever was actually in there, I have no idea. But they came under attack today by the Ukrainian army, and stocks took a major nosedive. I want to put a little light on this because it's very interesting to see how certain aspects of this market are reacting, and maybe, just maybe, what we can expect to see as we move forward. Let me say this before I even get started. The equity markets always overreact to information, no matter what it is, good or bad. Keep that in the back of your mind. So we need to look in other spots to maybe gauge what's actually going on, and that's what I want to focus on here in this video blog today. The equity markets today started out really well. The Dow was up about 60 points, maybe even higher than that at one point. All of a sudden, we find out about the Russian convoy being attacked. Whammo! The equity markets took a nose dive. I think the Dow was down over 125 points at one time. A lot of panic selling, a lot of people rushing into bonds. We saw some major action in the bond market. But what else is going on here? All right, this is what I want you to focus on. Gold. Focus on gold. Earlier today, I wrote a short Insta blog making reference to what I'm about to tell you. But let's think about it. So, significant geopolitical event apparently occurred. Gold, instead of reacting towards the upside, actually went under pressure. Now, what that tells me as a trader, as an investor, is this dip in the equity market is more than likely temporary. So unlike all of those other knuckleheads out there that are panicking and they're selling and they're rushing into bonds, I'm probably going to be adding to the positions I'm currently holding. On my site, traderschoice.net, you can see where I'm at. I'm also going to be taking advantage of these prices that fell in gold and silver. As a matter of fact, as soon as I finish this video blog, I'm going to acquire more. So people, what does this mean? In the grand scheme of things, this is opportunity everywhere. So again, let me just recap here. Geopolitical events sends the market in a nosedive, sends people panic selling, sends people into the bond market, but gold fell just a little bit. And to me, again, as a trader, as an investor, as someone that understands the capital markets, that sends a loud signal to me that this is probably temporary, and we can expect this market to resume its upward trend. Ironically, late last night, I wrote an article, again, on my Seeking Alpha Insta blog, where I had discussed how, and this is what I said, as in quotes, barring a geopolitical event, this market was going to hit new all-time highs within 2 weeks. And then this happened, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of ironic, I think, actually, but I still stick to that. I think that, again, gold is telling us this is temporary, market is going higher. People, let me just say this, please. If you follow this blog, and I know there are thousands and thousands of you that do, you really need to start just eyeballing my Seeking Alpha Insta blog. I post there quite often, a lot of very pertinent information. It'll put this whole thing together for you so you can best understand how you can capitalize on it. That's really what this is all about here. When I look at any situation, pretty much any situation, I say, hey, you know, what can I do to make this work? What can I do to make this better? That's the attitude I think people need to have in their lives. Forget about this defeatist thing. Look at everything as an opportunity. Everything. Because it is. Even every mistake you make is an opportunity to improve on something. That's the truth. So in essence, there are no mistakes, because if something positive can come out of anything, you know, then everything is just all good. Anyway, so pretty much that's it, people. I think it's just really important to, again, put a perspective on this. You need You can't be looking at the equity market here. The stock market is irrational. It always overreacts to things. And let me just say this as well before I even say another word. In the video that I did yesterday, I discussed how we're getting, abysmal retail sales numbers. We got jobless claims that were unexpectedly higher, and the market went higher with it. So even if there's an escalation of geopolitical events that, barring, a nuclear attack or something extreme, the central banks are going to take up the slack. They're not going to let anything happen, at least before the elections here. After that, all bets are off here. And I've spoken about how there's a possible market crash just on the horizon here. October, November, again, I wrote about it in my Seeking Alpha Insta blog. Please check that out. Please read those articles. As a matter of fact, if you got through this entire video, you really should read at least the last two short, tiny little articles that I've written about the events that are occurring right now in the Ukraine, and where this market looks like it may be going over the next 2 weeks. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, I believe, people. But let's capitalize on it. Let's make this work for us. Period. The freaking end. All right. Today's Friday, people. That means you will not see me until Monday. I need a couple of days off. You know what I'm saying? I hope all of you have a great weekend. If you think this video has been good, help me out here. Share it. Give me a thumbs up. And please check out my Seeking Alpha Insta blog. There's a lot of important information there. And if you think any of those stories are important, share those too. Let's get the word out there. You're all part of my team, and I need you, and I think we need each other, and let's get this done. I'll see you Monday.